What up, y'all? Your boy Dread is back, and what I'm bringing to y'all today is my top 6 hip hop albums of 2011. So, we had a pretty damn good year in hip hop. As far as albums and releasing and singles goes, it was a hell of a lot better than 2010, and damn sure better than 2009. And with all the new talent we got coming out next year, like Kendrick Lamar, Mac Miller, Machine Gun Kelly, and hopefully Jay Electronica's album will drop next year. But other than that, 2011 was a pretty good year in hip hop. But now for my number 6 pick for the album of the year. My number 6 is Lil Wayne, The Carter 4. Now, a few of y'all might be wondering, man, why the hell is The Carter 4 so low? I mean, of course you knew the album was going to make my list just because of all the damn hype that was behind the album. Come on, this album's been hyped up for the past 2, maybe 3 years. But, I gotta say, lyrically, it's not really Wayne's best work. There's a couple good tracks. My favorite tracks on there are, let's see, John, of course, 6'7", Nightmares at the Bottom, and Mega Man. Oh yeah, and Hello. Like a little impression, don't y'all? But anyway, yeah, surprisingly, while the album was good, this album is last on my list because I think there's, 5 more albums better than this, obviously. My number 5 album of the year is J. Cole, Cold World. If you thought that Wayne's album was overhyped, J. Cole, Cold World, that album was hyped for 2 years and it had like twice the hype behind it. And guess what? The reason why is because lyrically, as far as what it brought to the table, as far as substance, beats, and everything else, it delivered, So that's an album that, lived up to the hype. Of course I like, In the Morning, I like Workout, one of my favorite tracks on the album and everything. But, Cold World, it lived up to the hype, and, don't be surprised if, that's some of your number 1 pick for album of the year. But anyway, my number 4 pick, The Game, the R.E.D album. The Game, he's, this album is supposed to be the album to, bring the West Coast back, and I say that, he did a pretty damn good job of doing that, because, people say that the West Coast is kind of dying out, and, even though we got Crooked I coming up, The Game is really all, as far as the West Coast classics from like 2000 on up, he's really, the only one dropping stuff and, coming out with, good material. And the reason why I like this album so much is because as far as what it brings to the table, The Game as far as the West Coast, he still got the West Coast flavor, but, he's versatile with it, he likes to mix it up. He has some pretty damn good features on the album too. But, Game, number 4, that's my number 4 pick. My number 3 pick, Watch the Throne, Jay-Z and Kanye West. This is my first of 2 collab albums on my list, and yeah, Jay-Z and Kanye West, Watch the Throne, that actually, that's probably one of the most, let's see, I want to say versatile albums. It's not really, well, my number 2 and number 1 pick are versatile, but I gotta say as far as lyrics, it's probably up there. Well, as far as lyrics, I'll give it probably about an 8 out of 10 on the lyrics. The beats were okay, but I feel like the beats could have been a lot better. But when Jay-Z and Kanye West get together, wow, it's magic. And that brings me up to my number 2 picks for album of the year: Bad Meets Evil, Royce da 5'9", and Eminem, Hell, the sequel. Eminem and Royce da 5'9" are like the Batman and Robin of hip hop. All you gotta do is just listen to track 1, Welcome to Hell, and that just sets the whole tone for just what the season's gonna be, going back and forth with the machine gun lyrics, and the album had like a dark undertone to it. That's why it's called Hell the Sequel, and that was pretty much a follow-up to the 1999 track with him and Eminem and Royce da 5'9" called Welcome to Hell. But that album is pretty dope, and if you're an Eminem fan, or if you're a fan of Slaughterhouse, because Slaughterhouse will be coming out with a lot more tracks later on in 2012, cop that album. Now, before I get into my number 1 pick for album of the year, let's recap. My number 6 pick, Lil Wayne, Carter 4. My number 5 pick, J. Cole, Cold World. My number 4 pick, The Game, the R.E.D album. My number 3 pick, Jay-Z and Kanye West, Watch the Throne. My number 2 pick, Eminem and Royce da 5'9", Hell the Sequel. And my number 1 pick for album of the year, Tech 9, all 6s and 7s. Now, if you compare all the other albums to all 6s and 7s, the other albums have to be the playoffs of the NBA, and this has to be the NBA Finals. This album is the goddamn Super Bowl of albums for this year. This album had everything. Because normally Tech 9, he's like he appeals more to a certain crowd. He's more like the underground crowd, the real hip hop fans, if that's what you want to call it, you know, that's the kind of appeals to me. And like this album had everything on it. You know, it had every style, every feature from every coast, north, south, east, west, midwest. I mean, everything. And my favorite tracks on there are by him, B.O.B. and Hopsin, Am I a Psycho, and 3 Words, Worldwide Shoppers. I mean, that album was ridiculous. You know, if you're a real hip hop fan, you gotta have that album in your collection. But anyway, those are my top 6 picks for the album of the year. What are yours? I'm out, y'all. Thanks for watching.